Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. You ready to go exploring?
Always. What fascinating corner of the world are we digging into today?
Well, today's adventure takes us to the pearl of the Indian Ocean, Sri Lanka. And from what I've been reading, it is absolutely brimming with history, culture, and just breathtaking natural beauty.
Oh, Sri Lanka is truly a gem. It's one of those places that constantly surprises you. You know, for such a small island nation, it has had a huge impact in more ways than one.
That's what I love about these deep dives, always uncovering the unexpected. Like, did you know that Sri Lanka elected the world's very first female prime minister?
Sirimavo Bandaranaike. Oh, absolutely. Way back in 1960.
1960. I mean, it's years, decades even, before many Western countries even considered the idea.
It was groundbreaking, truly. And not just symbolically either. I mean, her policies, nationalizing industries, pushing for non-alignment during the Cold War. Talk about navigating a complicated political scene. Even today, her legacy is still debated. But one thing's for sure, her impact on Sri Lankan society and really the world's perception of women in leadership is undeniable.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Like, what if other countries had followed suit? How different would the world be today?
It's a fascinating what if.
For sure. But, hey, speaking of things Sri Lanka is famous for, we have to talk about the tea. The Ceylon tea.
Oh, the tea.
The images alone, these rolling hills covered in lush tea plantations, it just seems magical.
It is quite a sight. And it's that unique highland environment, you know, the terroir, that gives Ceylon tea its signature flavor and aroma. Sri Lanka is a major player in the global tea trade, by the way. It's a big part of their economy.
Really? I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of tea estates still use traditional hand-plucking methods. It's amazing to see those traditions holding strong even today.
It's that blend of old and new, isn't it? And speaking of traditions, I know Sri Lanka has a very deep connection with Buddhism, right?
Deeply. Buddhism is interwoven into the very fabric of Sri Lankan culture and history. You see it everywhere, even in our research about Anuradhapura.
Anuradhapura. That name rings a bell.
It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And right there, within those ancient city walls, stands the Jaya Hasri Mahabodhi.
What's that?
A sacred fig tree, over 2,300 years old. Legend has it that it was grown from a cutting of the very tree under which the Buddha achieved enlightenment.
Yeah, that's incredible. Talk about a living piece of history.
It's a powerful symbol. And speaking of powerful symbols, we can't forget the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy, another UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a major pilgrimage destination for Buddhists from all over the world.
Because?
It houses a relic believed to be a tooth of the Buddha.
It's amazing how these ancient traditions still resonate with people today. It's like a thread connecting us through time.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of Sri Lanka. It's this vibrant mix of ancient traditions living side by side with modern life.
Speaking of vibrant, let's not forget about the wildlife. Our research mentioned Minaria National Park, where hundreds of wild Asian elephants gather. Now that's got to be a sight to behold.
Oh, it's breathtaking. Sri Lanka is actually home to the largest gathering of Asian elephants anywhere in the world.
Seriously.
And if you're a wildlife enthusiast, the chance to spot blue whales, the largest animals on the planet, just off the coast, well, that's another major draw.
Wow, that's amazing. So much to see packed into this one little island. It sounds like the train journey from Kandy to Ella would be a pretty spectacular way to take it all in.
Absolutely. It's considered one of the most scenic train journeys anywhere in the world. You wind through tea plantations, misty mountains, charming villages. It's a fantastic way to see the heart of Sri Lanka.
Sounds like the perfect combination of culture and natural beauty. And speaking of combinations, Sri Lanka's history itself is a fascinating blend of influences too.
Oh, for sure. You see it everywhere, but especially in places like the Galley Fort. Built by the Portuguese, expanded by the Dutch. It's a real testament to Sri Lanka's diverse past.
Another UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? It's amazing how much history is packed into this one island. Serendib, Taprobane, Ceylon, all these names it's been known by throughout time.
It speaks volumes, doesn't it? About its strategic location, the various cultures that have called it home. It's a real crossroads of history.
It really makes you wonder, how can a country so small hold so much? So much history, so much culture, so much incredible natural beauty.
It makes you want to go there, doesn't it? See it for yourself, experience it firsthand.
Absolutely, it's like a treasure chest just waiting to be opened. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our Sri Lankan adventure. Until next time, keep exploring.